not come that prepared. So yeah, I got a little presentation, but it's more for me than y'all. So as Laura was saying, my name is Kim Lawrence-Seltzer. I am the silver-haired social media maven with Emerge Marketing Consultants. I am a digital marketing strategist and founder. Yes, as Lori said, there's been a lot. So when Lori first asked if I could come speak, I was like, absolutely, yeah. And then like a week or two later, shit went, whoo. Complete life overhaul, scary stuff happened. And it's only been a month. Yeah. So everybody is doing much better now, but we have had to completely overhaul our lives. But I'm here to talk about, which got me on this topic, I was like, what the excuse my language. And am I going to talk about, because everybody knows about the basics of marketing. How do I make this so you guys can fully understand and actually use it for your businesses? So the first thing I'm going to say is, in your lives, who is normally the last person you think about or to take care of?
Ourselves.
Thank you, yourself, right? Then I have to ask in your business, what's the last thing you put off or leave till last minute or complete afterthought in your business?
Marketing.
Your marketing. So I was like, let's bring the two together. Let's see how this works out, how we can do it. So the self-care of marketing is where we're at today. And I just wanted to come because we do tend to leave ourselves so last minute and as an afterthought because we have so many other people we have to take care of. If you're in a certain place of life, or you're raising kids, or you're dealing with elderly parents, or a husband that loses several toes on his foot, you are dealing with all this stuff at one time, plus you are trying to build a business. And I just have to say, starting your own business is the biggest risk any of us could take. And that makes you all freaking badasses.
Oh, hey.
Okay? It is not for the faint of heart to do what we're all doing. And one of the ways we can really help our businesses is focusing on aspects of marketing. Amy, if you could just, oh, never mind. All right, so again, these are more for me because I've not had the largest amount of time to prepare, but again, we often put ourselves last and prioritize marketing in our business. It helps us to really focus on our business health, just as a focusing on ourselves, as Amy was just talking about, helps the health of ourselves and our confidence and build and boost. And when we pour into ourselves, it gives us more to pour into others. And I'm already getting very dry mouth. And so, oh my God, I'll get it.
Thank you.
So consistency is key, even with us. Eating right, exercising, a good skincare routine, morning practices, our meditations, our journaling. These are all things we should do on a consistent basis. If we're just doing once or twice, is it really going to have the impact we need it to have? So same with marketing. Now I know social media can be scary. How many of you like to hear your voice or see your face on film, on video?
I do. Oh. I live with that.
You are one out of all these women.
That's why I'm pushing them to come to me so I can help them do that.
That's what I do. We're there. So that's the thing. Like, we have got to stop being so afraid of who we are, what we have to say, how we look, how we feel, and we need to step out of that because we have learned to play so small in our lives, to be quiet, to be kind, to be in the corner, to not be too loud, to not be so much. And we get ourselves roped in this little space where we can't even look at ourselves on a picture or on a video. And it's at a detriment to your business because ladies, as solopreneurs or small business owners, you are the face of your business. People want to know who they're dealing with. If I get to know you and I feel like I know you on social media, odds are I'm going to walk up to you the next time I actually see you in person and come say hello and have a conversation with you. Thanks. Thank you. So go back, please, sorry. So consistency is very key to doing this. It builds your brand. The social media, it can be for sales if you have an item to sell, but most of us are selling ourselves. We're selling a service. And so we're building that brand. We're getting the brand recognition. So if you're only posting once a month because you're like, oh, I'm not wearing makeup, my hair's not done, I'm in my workout mode, blah, 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 blah. We have all the me tell you something. No one cares. No one cares but you.
And those are the best TikToks.
Yep.
When you plan out something, you're like, I got this down, this is what I'm gonna say, this is gonna look. How many likes do you get on that? Barely any. You do one on the fly? Holy shit. You wanna know why? You're being authentic, you're being yourself, you're sharing your story, you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're sharing what you offer, you're showing the benefits of what you do to help other people. So consistently doing that over time is your biggest asset when it comes to marketing. I don't think I'm gonna be talking for 20 minutes, by the way, I talk too fast, go for it.
We can always fill time. We're a lot of chatty women.
All right, so I was like, changing styles and trends. The only constant about social media and connecting with our audience is change. The algorithms change, your audience might change, everything seems to change. So you have to be able to pivot and change things up and be flexible with how you're online, just like you are with fashion. Are you wearing the same thing you wore 10 years ago? If it's your underwear, you might want to throw those out this time. Okay? We fluctuate in weight, we fluctuate in our mind space and our mindset, how we view things. And so we're like, oh, maybe in our 20s you were just showing a lot of cleavage and hanging out there trying to, whatever. Now as moms still like, get a bit, not show as much. It just, everything changes and is flexible, so your marketing has to be the same way. So when it comes to trends, and I don't mean trends as in you gotta dance on TikTok. I'm not saying that at all. If that makes you feel stupid, don't do it. Okay? We're staying true to ourselves, not trying to do what everybody else is doing. Because the only way you can connect with the right people to do business with is if they see who you are. That's it. If they think you're a fake, you're a phony, are they gonna work with you? No. If you're doing the same thing everybody else is doing, like, just another one, just another one. But if you're out there just being yourself, you're like being stupid or weird, whatever you are, because I know I'm stupid, weird, and a little dorky at times. It is what it is. That's who I am. So just make sure you're paying attention to, when I mean by trends for social media, is make sure you know what's kind of up and up with the algorithms. Like, so recently, Instagram recently changed. Okay? Again. So now they're trying to balance between video, carousels, and still images. So they're trying to give equal weight to each one. So make sure when you're doing your social media and you're creating your strategy, you're incorporating those 3 different types of media into your social media. Because it's gonna go a long way, because not everybody's gonna sit there and watch your video. But they'll look at your picture and go, oh, okay. Whatever you're showing at that time. Carousels, good for education purposes, things of that nature. And back to the consistency. How many of you are consistently posting on social media? Or consistently sending out your newsletter and emails? Rock on, sisters.
It's cyclical, goes through phases.
For the rest of us, I'm guilty of this as well. When things got crazy with my family, I was like, you know what? I gotta step back. I can only focus on my clients right now, so that's what I'm gonna focus on. Promise yourself one thing, because we're talking about consistency, health, all this stuff. If you decide to post once a week, I don't care, just do it once a week. You wanna do it twice a week? Awesome, pick 2 days to do it. 3 days? Even better. I'm not gonna say 5, that's ridiculous. I think that's people are like, after a while you're like, I don't know what to write. Anyways, I'm so sorry, I have a potty mouth. But just stick to it, just consistent, whether you wanna do it the day before you post, you wanna do it the day after you post, you wanna do it the week before, just stay consistent with what you do, so you know it's on your calendar, you need to sit down and do your social media. You can get it done for the week, you can get it done for the day, whatever works for you, your personality, the way you do things, how your brain works, just do it that way. Alright, so staying on top with the algorithms, knowing what's what, we always wanna make sure you're including keywords in your text. Whether it be in the copy of your social media post, in the copy of your emails, and especially on your website for sure, because SEO is huge there also. But you make sure you have those key keywords. So you're looking for your industry, your types of clients, just basically anything within your niche that you're doing. Personal growth. So constantly, perpetually learning and evolving. Is everybody else doing this, or is it just me?
Learning.
I'm constantly reading, constantly trying to figure out ways that I'm like, okay, how do I process shadow? That's a good holy cow, that's a whole new world. Right, and the same goes for marketing. You still have to be aware, and if you're not aware, tap into resources like myself or others so you can figure out what might be current, what's happening right now. Because all of a sudden you're seeing a downturn in how many people your reach is reaching. You're not going to be able to look at things there. Creating a strategy is incredibly helpful. Because if you don't have one, you're flying by the seat of your pants, it's great and all, but it's going to kind of be very choppy. Wrote a book about the personal journey from hero's journey. Like, we're telling a story on social media. That's what you're doing. You're sharing your story, you're sharing your information, you're looking to connect with others. That's the main point, is the connection. Social media is the most unconnected place on the planet, but still, that's where we're trying to locate connection, especially with those people in our business. Because if you are trying to sell to everybody, it ain't gonna work. I'm very sorry to tell you. If you have not heard that before, if you're trying to sell to everybody, you're gonna be very disappointed. So definitely make sure you know who your audience is, who you're trying to reach out to. Look at their demographic, their age groups. Is it man or woman? What are they into? What do they have? What is it that you can read their minds about? So really tap into that resource. Because where your demographics are is where what platforms you're going to be on. So if you're trying to be on every platform, you might be wasting some of your time. So depending on who you're with, like if you're looking at Gen Z or Gen Alpha, yeah, go be on TikTok. Have at it, enjoy. If you're looking to work with millennials, Gen Xers, you definitely want to be on Instagram or Facebook. Boomers, they still love their Facebook, sorry. They love their Facebook. Because they finally figured it out. So keep those in mind when you're choosing your platforms. And don't forget places like Pinterest, which is a great, it's another search engine, just like Google. And if you know, there's way more ads on Pinterest these days too. And there's all sorts of like little niche places like Nextdoor and all these other little things, but you want to be where your people are, just like Ariel says.
That song stuck in my head now.
So sorry. It's been in my head too. I keep saying it twice. I'm like, I gotta stop saying that.
Too.
So, ongoing education, marketing, adapting your strategies. You have to be flexible, like I was saying, as things change, people change, opportunities change. And always check your analytics. If you don't know where your analytics are, just reach out to me. Especially if you're using Instagram and Facebook, using the Meta Business is imperative because that's got a load of information where you need it. It's not just about likes, savings, but it's about reach. Because with marketing, it's about eyeballs. How many times we can get someone's eyes on our information, on us. Because the more opportunities you have to capture their attention, when it's time for them to work with someone and they're wanting to focus on a certain aspect of what you're doing, not everybody needs marketing. I'm not talking to those people, am I? I'm talking to people that need help in marketing, that don't have the time, their business is going, and they're just like, you know what, I know this is important, but I just can't get there, and I need someone to come in and help me. I am not here to be a photographer. So if I want to learn about photography, I'm reaching out to her, right? Or I'm coming to her for headshots or like news photos for my website. You got to go with what you know. And if you don't know it, find someone that does. I love you. You're great. I'm glad I fit up here. All right. So again, check your analytics because it's about your reach. It's about how many people are catching you in your spot because it's like a wedding invitation. You know, you send out like 100 wedding invitations. You know, 50 are going to come back no, right? And then half of that, so 25%, like, well, they give you a maybe. And then out of the last 25, like, yes, definitely. And then, you know, half those people back out the end. So it's the same with marketing. You're trying to get as many eyeballs, but it's not gonna interest everybody. You're trying to connect with your few that it will jive with. All right, thank you. Where am I at? Just so I know. Okay, good. All right. Did you change it already? Nope, I changed it. Okay. Thank you. All right. This is where I'm at right now, so maybe y'all can relate to. Ignoring self-care leads to feeling run down, as Amy has already said, and feeling unworthy. And your marketing has a direct correlation to how you're feeling. It just does. If you're feeling, blah, are you gonna go out and make a reel? Are you gonna make a post? Are you gonna have the energy to do that stuff? It's not gonna be there. And then we're left stuck in imposter syndrome. No one wants to be in imposter syndrome. It's a shitty place to be. Because quite honestly, we already know you're all badasses. You're taking huge risks by making your own businesses. So now's the time to kind of invest in yourself. Believe in yourself. Take care of yourself. Like I said, stop feeling like you're so small. If you, and you know, people use self-care as like, oh, just go take a bubble bath. I'm sorry, I'm not a bubble bath person. That's gross. I'm sorry. The water gets cold so fast. It's just like, what the hell? So that's not going to be good for me, but that might be great for somebody else. But for me, I'm like, I love you. So for the longest time, I wouldn't get my nails done. Why? Oh, it's too much effort. Oh, I break my nails all the time. What's the point? I shouldn't. You know what? Fuck that. I got my nails done. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get tips next time. Ooh, okay? Girl, you got it. It just, whatever makes you feel good, what makes you feel confident is going to help you move forward and put yourself out there, because that's what you need to do. You need to put yourself out there. If you can't do yourself, I will come kick your ass and we'll do it together. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I can just keep motioning to you. So set your priorities. Again, pick what's best for you for self-care. What's going to work for you, what's going to motivate you. Same with your marketing. Find the importance and the times that you want to do it. Set time aside to get that creativity going for your business. It's a lot easier for me to do somebody else's than my own, and I get that. Again, that's why I'm here, because I can do everybody else's. I can't do my own. No, I'm kidding. So keep your marketing plan in place. Keep to it. Stick to it like you would reading from, if you're journaling, reading from the Bible, going to services, whatever you do on a regular basis, put on your calendar and just set that time aside and go, this is my time to create for my business. Personalization. Everybody's a fucking guru, so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know what's best for your business. You know who you are. You know what vibe you're trying to put out there. You know your values. You know what you want to put out, because that's what's going to connect with your right people. So make sure you're personalizing your approach to you and your business, because that's going to make the biggest difference. That's going to help you stand out apart from anybody else in your industry or whatever it is you're doing. That's going to help differentiate you, and that's the importance of marketing, is to differentiate yourself from everybody else. So when someone comes like, you know what, I need a real estate agent. I need to go find someone to help me get healthy. I need Mexican radio.
No. I have to correct you now.
Please do.
It's not a Mexican radio. My name is Jenny Rosales. I'm from Panama. What even
Oh,
no, you get I'm talking. It's not even. It's a fully bilingual radio show. So I speak English and Spanish personally. I cater to you. So I'm selling myself.
Oh, there you go. See, personalization.
I'm the only
I made an ass of
American.
myself, but I'm sorry.
I'm the only woman, American, Black, Hispanic, that has a radio show that's fully bilingual, because I do simultaneous interpretation online. Nobody says that.
That totally differentiates you.
It's
Why
a
did you say that
complete.
earlier?
Well, that's what I was saying. I haven't given my show yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Gary so she can come in.
So personalization is going to be key so you differentiate. But she just completely differentiated herself from anything else, because what I heard over there was completely different than what she had to say. Tailor strategies. Make sure you're using, again, what works for you. Look through your social media. What got likes? What got the most reach? And see if you can duplicate that. Because once you can duplicate and find a way that works, that's great. Keep redoing it in that pattern. Of course, that'll only last so long, and you'll have to pivot once again. Okay? So again, you have to stay fluid and flexible when it comes to your marketing. All right, Amy, that might be the last one. Oh, thank God.
Oh my God.
Poor girl.
I don't know what happened up there, but that's the thing. So does anybody have any questions? They're like, what in the world? You talk so fast. I'm not even sure what happened.
We have like 1 minute.
Yes, ma'am.
With your services, is it all or nothing, or could we say like, okay, we have the content, can you find the messaging, and then you like go and do the scheduling and the,
Yes.
or is it all, okay?
Yes,
It's all part of it as well.
I can do all of it. I can do the full on, I come in, interview, we sit down, we go over goals, what you're looking to accomplish, especially for the first month versus the quarter versus the year. So everything is kind of checking on. So again, it's a consistent story across the whole time period. So I come and take videos, I take photography, it's more authentic photography. We're not doing stills, we're actually just in the process of doing it. Create the content, create the strategy, put it out there, post it, get it all done.
About speaker sheets.
Do you do a website?
Speaker sheets.
Speak what it
Like, I'm speaking, here's my topics, here's Jess, here's about me.
Oh, like a presentation?
Like if we're submitting to speak.
Oh, I am not done with those, but I mean, it's not something I can't do.
actually can help you with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
We
we'll talk.
probably should do,
Do you do
a
websites?
workshop for that.
I will update websites.
When do you do
I
that?
will not build a website.
I love you.
That's so outside my realm of possibilities.
Yes,
Yeah, I can go in and tweak and do stuff,
Okay.
but full on,
How much you charge per hour?
Is there a
Girl, let's
website?
talk later.
Yeah, we're gonna have to save questions for one-on-one.
Thank you guys so much. I know it was a lot.
Is there a website developer in here?
Laura did my website.
Laura may not want to be known as a website developer.
A couple of clients a year